Hello buddies and scallywags, and welcome to another Obvious Goals video. We are going to start the Nuzlocke November timer now. Hello, I'm Obvious Scully, and this is the first attempt of a Nuzlocke for Nuzlocke November, which you can check out on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ObviousScully. First, let's talk about the rules. After you get Pokeballs, if a Pokemon faints, it dies. You can only catch the first Pokemon in each route. You must nickname each Pokemon. Those are pretty standard Nuzlocke rules. We're also going to include the following. There's no duplicate clause. If the first Pokemon on each route is a Pidgey, that's all you get. No static encounters besides a randomly chose starter. No Eevee, no Snorlax, no Lapras help here. I can't enter a gym with a Pokemon over the level of the top level of the gym leader's ace. The battle style must be set to set. We are allowed to use items in battle. I'm going to take that concession. These rules are how we will do Nuzlocks on this channel, so let's call them Skullocks. There's also a new reward to make me spend gems in Epic Pull. That's right, you can redeem rewards on my channel to watch me pull Pokemon cards online through Epic Pull. Alright, Charizard is ours. I will also be happy to do Pokedokus, if you remind me. And there we go. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. We a boy this time. Okay, let's start this run. That is definitely not doomed. The command !starter generates me a random number between 1 and 3 for the starter. Remember, the run doesn't start until you have Pokeballs, so even though it's highly unlikely we will lose this, it doesn't count! Regardless, let's get the Pokedex, a map, and our Pokeballs. Let's catch a Pidgey, name or burb. We could get a Mankey, which would be clutch. Very clutch. The only time... Oh no, I didn't name him. Look at this idiot forgetting the rules. We can't rename until Lavender Town. Hope it doesn't die before that. Would you look at that? The no dupe clause is forcing 2 Pidgeys on us. Also, I named the Pokemon after the chat members that don't already have Pokemons named after them. Unless I forget. And then stream crashed. First time using true OBS. It's a learning curve. Is the Pokemon going to be to celebrate that? That's okay. Now let's head to Brock. With Queen Bee, the Bulbasaur, this was no problem. Fine. Show me your best. It was super effective. Then Queen Bee evolved into Ivysaur. Then we needed to catch Pokemon to name after Azim. Thanks, no dupe clause. Mount Moon Zubat for Kalo. Static encounter. We aren't going to revive this. See you later. Day 2 started with the Doku and then a snake for Drizzle. Hooray, we did it! There was a bit of a theme for this run. Oh, would you look at that? Jardivar's poisoned again. Jardivar, stop getting poisoned. Now. Then Crash evolved, and Jardivar got poisoned. Jardivar, what did I just tell you? What did I just... Quit getting poisoned. Quit it. Hey, Jardivar. Will you evolve out of getting poisoned? Can you evolve out of that? Then we ran through Misty with Queen Bee. We did win already, Vance. We seem really cocky about beating our rival. I'm sure that won't be a problem. One thing. Quit getting poisoned. Then Crash evolved again. Then we smoked that Weedle! Found the Oddest Radish, which Jardivar named. Then I named the 4th Pidgey Three's Company, which would have been funny if it was intentional. Then we used the old rod to get Scary Gary. Then we found a bit of floor poo. Turn into a Dugtrio, it'll be poo poo poo.
You sure about that?
And then we lost a bit of floor poo. Oh no, poo poo poo. He respects the poo poo poo. And then Jardivar got poisoned. You won and still got poisoned. We named a Spearow after Nugget, and Drizzle evolved. Oh. Bonjour, Scully. We beat our rival, no sweat. Look at me dancing like the fun will never stop. After touching an old captain's back, I rubbed the back. I go, rub, 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 rub. We went to Lieutenant Surge. I hate these trash can puzzles because they take so goddamn long. Your guesses on how long this is gonna take me? It took 1 try. I complained a lot, and then it took 1 try. Drizzle with Dig and Queen Bee made quick work of Lieutenant Surge, and then we picked Scary Gary up from the daycare. Gyarados are super important on these runs. Alright. Because it's a master. I think I'm so funny, but this rat changed how I will do Gen 1 Nuzlocks forever. In the rock tunnel, I got to remember how stupid I can be. I just realized we ran away from our encounter here, which was Mankey. That's a failure on my part. But Scary Gary evolved and we were able to rename Mankey to Cave, who did the scullkan artwork at the beginning of the video. Thanks, No Dupe Claws. Jardivoir made quick work of Erica. Then Cave evolved and destroyed Giovanni. I was smart enough to train up before the rival battle, as you always should. And Kalo got some eyes. Oh, I got eyeballs now! Walked right through our rival to get Blueberry the Ghastly, who evolved shortly after. As a flying and water type, Scary Gary is excellent against ground types like fuck. As per usual, I ran through Koga with Psychic Taught Haunter. Day 4 was a lot of grinding, but before that, a couple of moments in the Savari Zone. It's gotta be... Execute is not terrible. If we can catch this, I would actually be pretty happy. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Do not catch. Alright, well. To replace Scary Gary, I fished at a location we hadn't gotten a Pokemon yet and got a Poliwag we named Bork Nugget. Then Queen Bee evolved into their final form. And then we opened a few packs of Stellar Crown and casually got the best card in the set. Then a quick surf to capture Mavis the Tentacool. We returned an Old Man's Teeth that we were carrying around to get strength. Sabrina has run through my teams multiple times in Nuzlocke. There are no Dark-type Pokemon in Fire Red, and no Pokemon learn Bug moves before the level cap. I would usually use Bite Gyarados, but we don't have one of those! Instead, I decided to train up some of my normal types, Splinter and Nugget, who will know Dark moves. We grabbed Tangela, because you gotta get your spaghetti. Then Bork Nugget evolved, but we won't give him a Water Stone until we're done with Sabrina. You wouldn't want to take a fighting type into a battle with Alakazam. After a full day of grinding, we head into Sabrina's gym and start day 5. I found out that training those turtles was not the only thing that Splinter was good at. Now we can evolve Bork Nugget since there aren't any more Alakazams that we have to fight. Time to use our Punchy Frog on Blaine. We only took damage from one takedown, and that takedown finished off the Arcanine that used it. With a water fighting type, I felt pretty confident going straight to Giovanni. And I was correct in that assumption. We are unstoppable. 18 hours in, and now we get to train up in Victory Road. I forgot about this part of the It's Time. I still think we're alright. Dug it. Riding so high. I was riding so high. And that is how the first attempt of Nuzlocke November ended. Spoiler alert, we beat Fire Red Nuzlocke on the second attempt, for which I will make a much more in-depth video after the month is over. Tomorrow we're going to start the Heart Gold Nuzlocke, and we would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this content, like, subscribe, and check out my Twitch. Have a great day.